Hello all, this is Dr. Dave Maslach talking to you about reciprocity.com. The E is written with a 3, and in this particular video, I actually want to talk to you about what it's like to be a first year in a PhD program, particularly if you're a first year PhD in business administration. And this is something I had firsthand knowledge with. I'm actually a PhD myself. I'm a professor of innovation strategy and entrepreneurship, and that's what this whole reciprocity project is about, is trying to help out other people that are doing these kind of programs going into becoming a researcher and whatnot. So it's a sharing economy proofreading platform that I'm trying to build that I think would be very useful for a lot of people going in these particular fields. But anyways, so what is it like to do a PhD program and to be in your first year of a PhD program? The first thing that you're going to realize is you're going to feel very shocked or amazed when you're actually in the program. And there's lots of different reasons why you're going to be pretty surprised. Everybody I know, the PhD students that I've taught, they all go through this exact same experience. It's kind of normal if you talk about it to other people. So what you're going to realize is the first thing you're going to be really shocked at is you're just going to be amazed with the ideas that you actually do learn. Every single day it's going to be a new idea. And in fact, it's probably going to be multiple new ideas every single day. And you're going to be amazed at how cool and exciting these things are that you've never heard about before. And you're like, how come I haven't heard about this kind of stuff? And that is just kind of normal. That becomes your day-to-day life eventually with these particular ideas. And it happens to me all the time as well. The second thing that you're going to feel very overwhelmed with the workload. You're going to be reading a ton when you are in your first year, particularly your first year. That is a real reading year. Your second year is still a pretty reading year, but it's geared towards what you are interested in. So in my field, it'd be strategy or innovation or something like that. General management, that's what they called it in the program that I was in, but basically strategy. And, it's going to be geared in your second year, but your first year is just very generic. You're going to be learning all sorts of stuff, but it's going to be a large amount of material, and it's going to be really exciting when you're learning this material. But you're going to feel very overwhelmed and you just know it's totally normal. Everybody goes through that feeling. That's a totally normal feeling. The next thing that you're going to be surprised with, and particularly those people that have actually gone and worked in the workforce, is you're going to feel very enlightened in the fact that you and you alone can do the work, and you are responsible for your own particular career going forward. And that's a really cool, exciting feeling for those people who have worked in industry or, did any particular thing outside of being in school, is that the more effort you put in, the more that you're going to get back. Some of the effort's really hard and difficult, but there is a relationship there. The more work you put in, the more that you're going to get back from doing that particular thing. So you're really responsible for the things that you do. It's kind of really unusual. It definitely is this meritocracy that you might see in, there's not a lot of places that are like this. Academia is the only one that I know of that there's a really strong meritocracy. Maybe if you become a lawyer, maybe, I don't know. But in general, there's this meritocracy that's there, or somewhat of a loose meritocracy. The third thing, or the fourth thing that you're going to be really surprised with, that's kind of unusual, and it's this weird thing because there's a real status divide in university. And that's just totally normal, right? So you're supposed to be calling your professors in your undergrad, Professor so-and-so, right? Professor Maslach or whatever. But as soon as you become a graduate student, as soon as you start doing a PhD program, that all disappears. And you become a peer with your person that you're working with, the doctoral advisor or supervisor or whatever you want to call it, that you're working with, and you become a peer and you end up calling them by first name. I remember the first time that I had to do that, and I was like, this is really incredibly awkward. And still, it is an awkward sort of thing, because you're like, should I call him Professor? Should I call him Mr., Mrs.? Should I call them, Stacy? I don't know, it's kind of a weird thing. And, it is just one of those things. And it's totally normal feeling when you're doing this. And it's an unusual thing, but, it's really quite nice in some degrees. But you're also you're just kind of ambiguous in what you should do. By the way, when in doubt with that kind of stuff, just default on the more formal. It just makes life easier for you. So anyways, the last thing you're going to be really surprised with is that there is a fair bit of competition. And you're going to be probably surprised now how much competition there actually is amongst your peers. Your first year, you're midway through, you're going to start to really see that sort of competition come up. And that is normal. The first, I don't know, couple months, you're not going to feel that way, but then eventually you're just going to start feeling the sort of competitive nature that comes out. And, that doesn't disappear because everybody sees what everybody else is doing going forward in academia. And that's totally normal. It's feeling a competition, and you just kind of get used to it. It's weird, but at the same time, you do get used to that particular feeling. So there is a lot of different things that you're going to learn when you're doing a PhD in business administration. There's lots of different things that you're going to learn when you're doing any particular research. Maybe you're doing a PhD in a different area. I'm trying to be as helpful as I possibly can by putting out this YouTube channel, particularly these Thesis Help Fridays, where I just put out stuff that's really related to doing research and things like that. So particularly if you're a PhD or doing research and stuff. So I'm just trying to be helpful by putting out these YouTube videos. You can look at all that kind of stuff. That's why I created the whole Reciprocity Project, is to try to be helpful for other people. And you can check it out with what I'm trying to do. It's a sharing economy proofreading platform, and it's all based on reciprocity. So that's why I'm actually doing these YouTube videos, by the way. I don't know who's going to actually benefit from this, but I put them out there because I think somebody's going to benefit from them, maybe at one point. I don't know. Anyways, so if you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and do subscribe to the YouTube channel. I do appreciate it. All right, take care. Bye.